Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I filmed. Honestly, I've just been super busy. I just came back from vacation a couple of weeks ago, and on top of that, I am pregnant. Yes, I'm pregnant with baby number 2. I'm actually 21 weeks as of yesterday. Every Saturday is like my new week. So I've been super pregnant. That's a different story. If you guys are interested in me doing like pregnancy updates or any kind of videos that involve any type of pregnancy questions or any videos you want to see, let me know in the comments down below so I can make those videos for you guys because I find them really interesting. But besides the point, today I wanted to do a, sorry I look crusty, but it is what it is. I wanted to do a video that was more easy, simple, going back to the basics. I wanted to do my everyday foundation routine. And what I mean by my everyday foundation routine, it's more of a simple, like I gotta run errands, I gotta go to the store, I gotta take my daughter to appointments, whatever the case is, something quick, simple, and easy. I do have a different routine that I do when I do a full glam, like when I'm going to go out to an event and I want to put more effort into my foundation routine. So I could definitely make a separate video for that one more in detail because it is more intense. But this one I wanted to keep it really simple, easy for those that, you know, don't know how to really apply foundation or your base. It's really simple, and honestly I've gotten a lot of requests to do this video, so that's why I wanted to make this video for you guys. Okay, so going into this video, I wanted to kind of explain my skin type and what kind of skin type that I have, because the products that I'm going to mention may not work for everyone. You know, everyone has different skin type, so my skin type is more on the oily to, I would say, combination skin. I'm oily in my T-zone area, and for those of you that don't know, your T-zone area is basically your forehead, you know, the sides of your nose, the bridge of your nose. I get oily on my chin and just a little bit like right here on the sides of my cheeks. So those are the only places where I get like super oily throughout the day, but like the outer portion of my face is normal to dry. So with that being said, I kind of do my foundation trying to work around my skin type, if that makes sense. So like I said, the products that I use, they're more for my skin type, oily to combination. If you have dry skin, you're probably not going to want to use the products that I'm going to mention because they are more drying matte foundation, and if you just have dry skin and you put a matte foundation on, it's just going to make you look more dry and just not, you need a luminous foundation, so keep that in mind. Also, the products that I'm going to mention, since this is my everyday makeup foundation application, they are all affordable products. I don't use my expensive, really nice products on my everyday makeup, if that makes sense. I like to save those for more for when I get in glam and I do take more time. I use my expensive products on that, and my more affordable drugstore products I use for every day. Okay, so now with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the video. So first off, I like to start with a fresh, clean face, and that means I like to wash my face and then moisturize after I wash my face. So that's what I already did. I washed my face and I moisturized it with my everyday daily moisturizer. So, and then after I do that, I like to wait at least like 5 to, like, I'd say 8 minutes, let the moisturizer sink into my skin, and then I'll go in and start applying my makeup. So the next thing I go in with is a primer. Now, you want to have a good primer. I'm going to be using the No Pore Blem primer from Touch in Soul. And it looks like this. I've been loving this primer. I believe this primer, you could only buy it online on their website, and I think it's like $15. It's not a drugstore primer, but I mean, it's still affordable because I do have my higher end primers, and those are like $30. So what I like to do, and I feel like, and I'm sorry I'm out of breath, I'm pregnant, so bear with me. I like to put like that, I don't know if you could see, that amount of primer. I like to kind of divide it. And then the first initial application, I like to start right here where my pores are at. And then whatever is kind of left, I'll go on my forehead, on my nose, on my chin. I like to put the primer where I get oily, also where my pores are at. So I have a lot of, not really big pores, but my pores are mainly right here. So whatever's left, then I just kind of rub it into the rest of my face where I don't really need a lot of product. Okay guys, so now that you have your primer on and everything, it's rubbed in really well, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is a foundation sponge or makeup sponge, beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it. I use this little guy right here. It's the orange one. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this. This is the Real Techniques. What is this? Miracle Complexion sponge. And this is what it looks like in the packaging, just in case you guys don't know. These ones by far are the best affordable makeup sponges that I've tried. I've tried a lot of them, but they tend to be just really hard and like, it's like, it feels like you're just like bouncing the ball on your face. This one's more softer, and this one is new, so it's a little more dense, but this one by far is the best one. You could get one by itself, I believe, for $6, or you could get two for, I think it's like $10.99 or something like that, but these work the best. Please, please, please do not buy the cheap ones that are like $3 because it's just a waste of your money. Just save up for at least one, $6. Another good one is the original Beauty Blender. And I have it right here, but it's kind of dirty, so don't judge it. But this is the original Beauty Blender, and then this is the Real Techniques. This one's $20, guys, so I mean, if you want to splurge, go ahead, but to be honest, I like the Real Technique one better. So moving on to foundation. Now, you're going to want to get foundation based on your skin type. Like I said, this has to, your foundation has to do a lot with your skin type. So like I said, find out what kind of skin type do you have, oily, dry, combination, normal, whatever it is. So you could get a foundation that fits your needs. I prefer a more matte foundation. Even if I have combination skin, I just like to be matte. I use the LA Girl PRO.matte High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. It looks like this. This one's, I think, like $8, and it works really good. It has really good coverage. It's more of a full coverage foundation. So if you're not really like into full coverage, you might want to stick away from this foundation. This color's in light tan. This one is a couple shades too dark for me because this is my summer foundation. So we're gonna fake a tan today. But yeah, so you just want to find a good foundation that works with your skin type. So I just apply this like this because this one has a pump and it's super easy. Like I said, I like full coverage, so I do use a good amount. So now with your beauty sponge, see this has a flat side and then it has a pointy side. I use this flat side to blend in my foundation, and you're just going to want to pounce this into your skin. Please do not go like this because you're just going to rub all the foundation away. So you want to get some coverage. And also, for those of you that do not know, this sponge, you're going to want to wet it. You're going to want to run it under the sink, squeeze it out a couple times. You don't want to have it like soaking wet, so you're going to want to wring it out at the end. But this is a damp sponge. It's not dry. It's because they come like this. They come dry. That's why they look so small in the packaging. But once you wet it, you wring it out, it's damp and it gets a little bigger. So just for those that don't know. And yeah, see, this foundation's a little darker, but that's fine. So we're just gonna pounce it in the skin just like this. We're not doing any of this motion. We're just pouncing it in. See how this foundation has really good coverage? I love it. Then you're always going to want to drag the foundation down to your neck, especially for me right now because this foundation is dark, so I want to blend it in the rest of my face. Get your ears, please always get your ears. I like to put the foundation on my eyelids as well. Some people don't like to do that, but I just like to have like a blank canvas when I start. Remember, this is the base of your makeup. Even if you don't do your foundation first, this is just gonna this is like your blank canvas basically. I love this foundation, guys. This foundation's really good. If you have oily skin, I really recommend you guys try this foundation out. Okay, guys, so now that we have our foundation on, it looks good. We're ready for the next step. The next step that I like to do after I do my foundation is concealer. Today I'm going to be trying a new concealer. It is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. It looks like this. I just picked this up yesterday at Ulta, and this is a really inexpensive concealer. This was $6.50, so I wanted to try it out. I heard a lot of great reviews about it, so let's see how it works. I got this in light 12. I did some swatches on my Instagram IG stories yesterday, and I did some comparisons besides the e.l.f. 16-hour Camel Concealer and the Tarte Tape Shape, because I do love those concealers, and this one was kind of more of a peach concealer. Well, it looked peach when I swatched it. Now it kind of looks really light, so I don't know, but this is the only place where I like to highlight. A lot of other people like to highlight like down the bridge of their nose, on their chin, and a little bit on their cupid's bow. I personally just like to highlight these three areas of my face. So yeah, you guys choose whatever you guys want to do, what's best for you and your face shape. This is what works for me. As for your concealer, you're going to want to go me when it comes to concealer, I don't know. I either get it way too light or just right sometimes, so I'm not like the best person to ask when it comes to concealer. But basically you just want to get it like a couple shades lighter than your actual skin tone, because this you just want to use to highlight. You see it kind of like brightens up your under eye, just so you're not flat. It gets your face some like more definition, makes you look a little more alive. So we're just gonna blend that out. Okay guys, so now that you have your foundation, your concealer on, everything's blended out, it looks really nice. The last thing for my foundation routine is to set everything. Once again, oily skin, you need to set your foundation concealer no matter what. I don't care. Set it. You have to set it, especially if you're oily. If you don't set it, it's just going to be like really greasy, really greasy. You're going to have a lot of cracks, and it's just not going to look cute. So set your face with any powder, loose powder, translucent powder, any kind of powder you have, you set it, okay? Biggest tip I could give you is just set your face. The loose face powder that I like to use is the Airspun loose face powder, and it looks like this. I use this all the time. It's I think like $9. It's loose powder, so it's not a pressed powder, it's a loose powder. When I use the loose powder, I like to bake, and if you guys don't know what bake means, basically you're just gonna get the translucent powder, and you're gonna want to, let me just show you, okay? So I like to use this little powder puff. I like to dip it into the product and put it under my eyes like that. Yes, it's a lot. I want it to look like that because this is the baking method. You're going to want to do this method if you're more of oily. If you're dry to normal, you don't really need to bake because it's just going to dry you out some more and look really cakey. So I only do this on these areas that I'm going to show you. So definitely I need a lot on the sides of my nose because that's where I get the most oily. I go on my nose, under my nose, my smile lines, my chin, and my forehead. Okay, so now that we look like, you know, we're a glazed up cake, just dust it off. The next and last, well, not the last step, but one of the last steps I like to do, while this is just baking, I let it sit there for, you know, a couple of seconds, minutes. I get a large powder brush, and then I get a, what is this, finishing powder, foundation powder, any kind of pressed powder. This is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay finishing powder. This is really inexpensive. I like to use these and just throw these into my purse just to touch up throughout the day. This one is in Fair Light. So with this powder, I like to go on the rest of my face where I didn't put that loose powder and just set everything. Blend down my neck because we did put foundation there, so we want to set that too. So we're just going to put this powder basically everywhere we didn't put that loose powder. So once we did that, I like to just then go over the areas with the loose face powder, just kind of press it into the skin. So now that you know you kind of dusted away, blended in the loose powder, that's basically it for my foundation and concealer routine. Okay, at this point you might feel a little like too powdery, you know, you might feel like it looks a little cakey. This is where you're gonna need a setting spray. Any setting spray will do. I personally love the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This one is great. I love it. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. You're just going to want to spray your face a light, even, you know, amount. I do that. This is going to like bring back life into your skin after you just powdered and put a lot of powder on. It kind of blends in. I like to use my fan to dry it. See, it just looks way better. It looks way better after you put the setting spray on. Everything just like blends in together. So then what I like to do is just go over again one time with that same foundation brush just to blend everything in. So yeah guys, this is my foundation routine. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and I'll come back and close this video out. Okay guys, so I'm back. I finished my makeup off camera. I actually filmed this for IG Live. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram will be listed down below. If not, it's the same as my YouTube channel. It's CakeFaceAngelique. So this is the look I ended up doing today. I hope you guys enjoyed the foundation routine. If you guys like more simple videos like that, I could definitely film more for you guys, like eyebrow, and just dedicate videos on specific makeup, like just eyebrow routine or my everyday bronzing and contouring routine, anything like that. I know some of my looks may be a little dramatic, overwhelming sometimes, and have to keep in mind that a lot of people don't know how to use makeup, are barely getting into makeup. So I want to make more easy, simple videos for you guys. So if you guys have any ideas on a next video I can make for you guys, please leave a comment down below. I love your guys' feedback, and it always helps me improve and do things different for my next videos. Yeah guys, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, comment, and subscribe when you're done so you guys can always be notified when I upload a new video. I know it's been a while, but I promise to get back on track. And also leave me a comment if you guys want to see pregnancy updates and pregnancy related videos, because I do want my channel to be not just about makeup, but you know, just about my everyday life. So yeah guys, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.